Boeing and Coke lost billions solving the wrong problems perfectly. Okay, not perfectly, that was just a hook. You can't perfectly solve anything if it ends in death or disaster. But you can solve a superficial problem really fast and still come to the same result: burned cash, wasted time, and missed opportunities.
Unbound Mind.
Imagine going to a doctor who jumps to a diagnosis before asking any real questions. You get your diagnosis, you get the meds, you get surgery, in this particular case, maybe even a bonus date, and off you go. But here is the thing: this doc doesn't like ambiguity or inaction, especially under pressure. Oh, and their bonus depends on how quickly they move patients through. Around 371,000 deaths and 424,000 permanent disabilities a year in the US from rushed diagnosis. Still feeling confident on that operating table? Yeah, this is exactly what businesses do all the time. No proper problem formulation, no strategic planning, no risk mitigation scenarios. But rushed conclusions, just panic mistaken for decisiveness. The cost is huge: failed projects, strategic initiatives, and engineering solutions. And these things are really big, still for the same two reasons: no proper problem definition and agreeing on a solution too fast. In business, this shows up in four ways. We assume we get the problem. We trust our assumption without checking it. We grab the first idea that sounds halfway clever and we fix it fast because trial and error sounds bold and sadly so well promoted. The latter actually is my favorite. Let's just toss cash, time, and morale at something and see if it breaks. Can't get any better than this. And here is a stat that even I had to double take on. 35% of business school case studies reinforce this bias. The golden standard of business education teaches people to fix things before figuring out what's actually broken. Look, in a crisis, sure, speed matters, but in business, speed is often an excuse to avoid thinking. Boeing rushed to compete cost 346 lives, an estimate of 31 billion in costs. Coke launched New Coke, dumped it in 79 days, spent around 13 million to launch it, lost over 100 million in brand damage. All because move fast overruled think deep. They simply didn't slow down to ask better questions. You can't solve what you don't understand, and you can't understand what you've never defined. This is exactly why I created the Illusion of Knowing playlist, to unpack the sneaky mental shortcuts that cost businesses time, money, and sometimes health. If you are serious about making better decisions in business, I'm sharing a no BS strategy toolkit. Drop your mail and get the clarity your business deserves. It's for humans who'd rather face truth than waste millions.
Unbound Mind.
So, jumping into solving a problem without fully understanding it or exploring alternative solutions may cost you a business, a patient life, or an innocent freedom. In law enforcement, it's called tunnel vision, where investigators fixate on one subject and ignore other evidence. People have literally got jailed because someone jumped to the wrong conclusion. Fast answers feel powerful, but if you solved the wrong problem, you are not moving forward. You are just rushing in circles and you only make the matter worse.